No worries. Good morning.
Yeah, even I can hear you.
Yes.
अभी आवाज नहीं आ रहे.
हाँ अभी आ रहा है.
एक सेकंड. अच्छा अभी आ रहा है बराबर.
हाँ अभी आया.
हाँ वो थोड़ा निकल गया था इसमें से. So why people feel drained? What is fast life? Okay. लाइफ फास्ट हो गई है एंड देयर इज साइलेंट एग्जॉशन इनसाइड. अंदर से आदमी मर रहा है पर भाग रहा है. मोटिवेशन हैज फेल्ड व्हेन फियर एंड वरी डोमिनेट. जब कभी कोई फियर डर या वरी डोमिनेट करता है तो नथिंग वर्क्स. जब फियर और वरी डोमिनेट करते हैं तो क्या होता है, यू फील एग्जॉस्टेड विद इट. एक मिनट मेरा ये कर लेता हूँ जरा, मेरा है हो रहा है इसमें. एक सेकंड.
Don't do it.
कुछ चेंज कर लिया शुभ वालों ने, ऐसा कुछ चेंज किया ना. तो सेटिंग चेंज कर जाएंगे. तो व्हाई दे चेंज. ठीक है चलो देखते हैं. I don't know क्या I don't know. So anyway, so there is a fast life outside, sorry, and there is silent exhaustion within. अंदर से आदमी फास्ट लाइफ को कोप अप नहीं कर पा रहा है. एंड देयरफॉर एवरी मोटिवेशन इज फेलिंग व्हेन फियर एंड वरी डोमिनेट्स. डू यू एग्री विथ मी?
Yes.
So what is the real problem? First, two hidden forces that drain energy. Fear pulls into imagined future. आपका डर क्यों होता है? Because you are imagining a future and you are afraid it will happen or not. So fear pulls you into the imagined future, whereas worry will trap you in an endless question. ऐसा हो गया तो क्या? If it doesn't work, if it might not happen, and there are so many things that comes, in the mind. So worry traps you in an endless question, and fear pulls you in the imagined future. This is the future that you're imagining. That may happen, not happen. All type of fears are there. So what should we do? How to cope up with this fear and worry? The first two things. So secret one is fear loses power. When fear reduces, when the observed awareness weakens fear naturally. Fear reduces when observed, and awareness weakens the fear naturally. हम क्या करते हैं when we have some fear about future or whatever? What we do, we don't even observe that fear. We don't even try to understand that fear. हम लोग क्या करते हैं? What we do is simply will be afraid of that fear and will give up everything. अब तो कुछ नहीं होना है. Yes, you have to believe in God, but don't leave everything to God. God says take action. So action is in your hand. God says take action, और action आपके हाथ में है. So when will fear lose power? when you observe it, when you understand what is real, where the roots are there, what I'm fearing about, why I'm fearing, what can I do, what action I can take right now. So once you become aware of that thing and you start acting, fear will naturally dissolve. Fear will naturally dissolve. It will lose the power. Now take my story. I was doing everything right, but was feeling hollow within. I was doing everything that has to be done, but feeling hollow. And there was a whisper once that asked me why I am living like a guest in my own life. So what I tried is awareness plus gratitude, and that changed everything. Now see, I am a specially able person, and I had, I was doing so many things, but then also there was some hollowness, something, there was some feeling of emptiness. कुछ बाकी है, कुछ बाकी है. But then I started going within. I started being aware of myself. I started speaking to myself. The most important thing is speaking to yourself. You are sum total of your thoughts. So what you speak to yourself does matter a lot. What you speak to yourself matters a lot. So you have to always remember what you are speaking to yourself every moment. So what I did, I started being aware of why it is coming. What is the fear about? So I found that I was already always doing what I want to do, but always talking to myself that how will I do this? How will I do that? And I was just putting question to myself about something that is not even happened and that might not even happen. But I was putting question to myself. ये हुआ तो क्या? ऐसा नहीं हुआ तो क्या? What if that goes wrong? And that fear comes from that self-talk. Then I decided to understand what is going right in my life. What is something that is working in my life? And when I did that, I found there were so many things. I had a lovely family, supporting friends, good house, business family. And when I saw all this, I became aware of all these good things. I realized that life is much better than what we think. Life is much better than what I think. And from there, fear started reducing, or it was totally abolished, extinguished. Yes, fear comes, but I have the power to now take it off. I don't say there is no fear, but now I have that power, now I have that capacity to understand that fear and work on it. So when I saw what I have, because generally people think they are always complaining. They are always talking about lack, and therefore lack come in their life. And once I started being grateful for whatever I have, I started speaking different language of abundance, language of having. At least I have this much. So that gave me power to move ahead. एक ताकत आ जाती है जब आपको मालूम है इतना तो है और हम बोलते कुछ नहीं है. You think that it's all empty, there's nothing. But suddenly you change that vocabulary to yes, this much I have. I'm so grateful. I'm alive. I'm grateful. Today I saw the sun. I'm grateful. Today I had food. I am grateful. So what happens with gratitude? Your fear will go away. And the second number 2 is worry ends with clarity. What is worry? Worry is about something that is not clear. Worry, you always worry about something that might happen, not happen. क्या होगा? मैं कर पाऊंगा, नहीं कर पाऊंगा. Fear is something different. That what if they do like that? What if everything fall down? Even that is sort of, even that means awareness. But worry is about you are doing something. और आपको मालूम है ऐसे ही काम करना है. You are taking action. But बस एक डर रहता है अंदर से. एक चिंता रहती है, डर नहीं, चिंता. So it will end with clarity. So there is such difference between fear and worry. Fear is you are afraid of moving ahead. देख करूंगा क्या होगा. And worry is something that you are doing something but you are worried. होगा नहीं होगा. It will happen or it will not happen. So worry is equal to confusion, not weakness. Worry is equal to confusion and not weakness. And the clarity bring calmness without force. How will clarity come? Again, you have to see that where is the worry coming from? What are the roots? What are you really worrying about? Is it real fact? Many times we just worry about something which will not even happen in your life. Many people worry कि मैं जाऊंगा गांव में ट्रेन में जाऊंगा ट्रेन के एक्सीडेंट हो गया तो such a worry they have. Well, I yet remember that was a shuttle that was going to fall down. नाम भूल गया मैं. People died all over India in different places. Some people of heart attack because they thought that will fall on them, and that satellite fell in Arabian Sea. So this is called worry.
धूमकेतु 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 देते हैं.
Yeah. So once you have clarity, you will become calm. You will calm down yourself. And that calmness won't come with the force. You don't have to force yourself. It will come automatically. But first look at the worry. Look at the root of the worry. Once you do that, you get clarity. So there is a Jain story. The teacup. See, mindful is equal to, mind is full of, mindful is equal to no space for clarity. You have got so much of knowledge. Your mind is full, but there is no space for clarity. Awareness, when you become aware of something, see, having knowledge and being aware empties the cup, and clarity enters the effortlessly. Knowledge doesn't mean awareness. Knowledge is something that you read, that you understood, that you heard, and awareness is from within. You become aware. So everybody is different. Everybody has a different capacity. Everybody has different chemical reactions. So awareness comes from within. You must have seen many people, many sages previously. They have not studied, they have not even gone to school. But they became aware by going for a meditation and remain in solitude. So awareness is very important. So there was Jain master. Another learned person come to him. Very, very learned person. And he was talking. मुझे ये मालूम है, I have done this, I have done that, but I don't know, I'm not getting clarity, I'm feeling void in my life. And he was going talking, this I have studied, this I have done, इधर भी गया, उधर भी गया, and we continued talking. So Jain master took the teapot and started filling the cup. You must have heard the story, but I'm just repeating again. Started filling the cup and went on filling, till the cup started overflowing. And that fellow started shouting, "Sir, what are you doing?" Tea is going out of the cup. It is overflowing. Jain master said, "That is what I'm telling you. What are you doing? You're just telling and talking about yourself. When will you start understanding yourself? You've done so many things. You have studied, you have learned it. Okay. But what about learning about your life? Because today you see there are many CEOs, very, very intelligent people. They're at a very high post, but always in stress. because they don't embrace these things. Fear, worry, you have to embrace them, you have to study them, you have to understand them. So when the mind is full of knowledge, there is no space for clarity. And therefore, awareness has to be arised. You have to arise awareness from within, it will empty the cup. And only then the clarity will rise. Clarity will come forth. And when there is clarity, when there is awareness, the fear and worry both diminish. But people don't have patience. They don't even look at the fear or worry. They start acting as a worried person. But what you have to do, you have to start acting as a aware person. Be aware, bring clarity, and then act. Don't react, respond. Think on it. Whenever something goes wrong and you get the news, you don't have to panic. You just have to look, hear it properly. Go into that thing. What has happened? What is the fact? And you will come to know there is nothing big, or there is something that you can resolve. But people who don't do this get fear or worry and start reacting and do some big mess. And then the problem starts. So this is a story of teacup. Don't fill yourself with knowledge. Use the knowledge. Take action. You don't need lots of knowledge. You need some knowledge, good knowledge, and take action on it. Without action, the knowledge is like a garbage in the tin. You might have brought good things in your house. You have filled your kitchen with all products, but you don't know how to make the food. So that will, what will happen? It will become a garbage after some time. Same with knowledge. You have filled with yourself knowledge, but if you don't use it, it will become garbage. Things that are not useful is garbage. What is garbage? Something that is not useful. जिसका यूज खत्म हो गया है, that use is over. So this was the story of Jain master pouring the tea to make person understand. See, such a small thing. He was just pouring and he understood, oh, where I'm going. If you would have just said, "Arey tu kya kar raha hai?" You are not being aware. He would have tried to explain that. It would have been difficult. But a simple story or a simple action of pouring the tea made him aware of what he was going, where he was going wrong. And now this comes the secret tree. The third secret is natural optimism. How do you go over fear and worry? This is the secret that makes your life best. You need to understand your fear. You need to bring clarity about worry. But then again, at the end, you have to also become natural optimistic person, hopeful person. So resilience, what is resilience? Resilience is power to act even after you have failed. Even after you are down. Plus emotional freedom. What is emotional freedom? There are emotions like fear, worry, and that from there comes lots of emotions. Stress, frustration. If you're not free, if you're not free from your emotions, you cannot become resilient. Till emotions are working in your life, you cannot become resilient. Resilience will come only after you are free of all your emotions. Because emotions hold you back. Emotions hold you back. Okay. So आपको क्या करना है? पहले emotions को कैप्चर करना है, अंडरस्टैंड करना है. So when there is vigilance and emotional freedom, automatically hope will come. You become hopeful in life. You start being optimistic in your life. Now fear and worry has gone away. Now what is left? is how to become hopeful. So you have to bring out the resilience from within, your power from within, your potential you have to find out. So when you defeat your fear and when you embrace your worry, the third thing you should do, bring out your you have to bring out your natural optimism. Because life is beautiful when there is hope. Hope is something that never dies. So how will it happen? By self-talk. You always talk, बस चालू है एक मिनट लेना तुम क्यों ऐसा करो मैं कर रहा हूँ कुछ डोंट डिस्टर्ब मी ना तो hope is something that never dies. And how it will come? By your self-talk. If you are going to talk, you are going to make a talk within yourself. ये नहीं हो सकता है, that cannot happen, how can I do it, I am not capable. You will never be hopeful. You will be a hopeless person. Once you change this talk from I can't to I can, from doubt to self-belief, self-doubt to self-belief, the talk will change from your within. What to talk within, what to tell yourself. Oh yes, I will try. I will give a try. I can do it. I will give my best. All this type of talks are self-talk which goes on. And that make you optimistic person in life. You become optimistic. You become person with hope. So this is a natural optimism. It comes out of self-talk. So once you have reduced the fear or you have eliminated the fear from your life, because fear has got nothing to do. It has got nothing to do with life. Frankly, fear is something that is just happening to bring you down, to drain you. So what is going to happen is going to happen. And if you don't take action, it will happen more and more. So you have to keep your fear aside and you have to act upon that thing. Try to bring out the best. So once you have controlled the fear, when you have become master of fear, no, you do not control. You just have to understand it and become master of the fear by understanding. And after bringing the clarity of what you are doing, because worry will go out when there is clarity. Once there is clarity, worry will become from anxiety to curiosity. When you are anxious, you are worrying. But when it becomes curiosity, you feel like acting and trying more and more. You are curious what can happen, what best I can do. So you have to first understand the fear, bring in control, then bring clarity for worry. And when both of them happen, there is emotional freedom. Now you are not stressed. And when you are not stressed, start taking action. And that is the resilience. Start acting on what you want to do. And hope will automatically come. Naturally, you become optimistic. Nobody has to do you. Nobody has to work on you. It will automatically happen. So how do you understand the resilience? Understanding resilience. Resilience is not pushing harder. It is not even suppressing emotions. It is just steady mind, steady action. What is resilience? People say resilience, you fall down now, get up. Yes, that is one thing. Resilience is when you fail, you have power to act. But you cannot force yourself. You have to understand your potential. You have to understand what are the capabilities and abilities that you have. You have to understand what are the capabilities, understanding, and abilities that you have, and which can come to your use, which you can use and do something. You can act upon it through that possibility, that potential. So when you understand resilience means understanding your potential. And when you understand the potential, when you realize and be grateful about your potential, automatically your mind will become steady. All doubts gone, all fear gone, and now you find out your potential and your mind become more steady and calm, and now you can take action. And it will be a steady action you will take. Just a minute, I'll just finish this glass of water that I have in the morning. Thank you. Sorry. So it is steady mind and steady action. That is resilience. So don't go with something, कि अरे गिरा तो आपको उठना ही पड़ेगा. You cannot push anybody. But when you find that potential within you, you will act upon it. See, many movies have come nowadays, or there's somebody that एक तो वो था wrestler का दंगल, then that of hockey or Shahrukh Khan का. You will find that the resilience, till there was no discipline, till they had no understanding about what they are. They were just fighting within themselves and with others. But once they realized their potential, they become resilient. They started acting. Till you don't take action, there is no resilience. Not about falling and getting up. It is taking a right action. It is about being powerful from within. You don't have to have a big muscle something, but power within, strong from within. So when you understand your resilience power, you act upon it. So these three secrets are main: fear, worry, and last one is being hopeful or optimistic naturally. How? By understanding your resilience, by understanding your power, by understanding your potentials. And you have to understand this power of gratitude also. Okay, Shadri. To everything to happen, you need to understand this power of gratitude. So before I go ahead, I would just like to tell you one thing. Every time I write, join my community. Every time I write, join my community. I say, join my community. What is that community? It is community where like-minded people come together. They work together. They progress together. They work together. They progress together. They grow together. They call upon each other. Have you ever noticed that community has got certain culture in them? And you imbibe that culture, mostly everybody. Some of them are different, but every community has a culture. So we are making a community of resilience. We are making a community of a resilient people, of emotional who are emotionally free. Because anything you want to learn, any transform happen only with the consistency. If you are not consistent in your life, if you are not consistent in your life, the things will go away. If you're not consistent in life, anything will be a change for temporary, Like you get WhatsApp in the morning and you feel good. But that is temporary. It is not permanent. How will you make it permanent? How will you make it permanent? By doing it consistently, doing it every day. You cannot do it once, You go to session and you feel nice. You feel great. But what after that? Once you left that session, again you come back to your own life. So if you really want to transform your life, you have to have consistency, and that can come only from this community. So decide first, join the free community, understand it, then you can go for other program. Anyway, so coming back to these three secrets, For the three secrets, controlling the, not control, again I use the word control, understanding your fear and embracing the fear, then bringing clarity for the worries and diminishing the worry, then bringing the natural optimism out. How? By taking action, by understanding your potential. For all these three things, you need the power of gratitude. Because till you are not in gratitude, things don't work as you want. Not ritual, it is lived awareness. When you are living and you are aware, that is power gratitude, not ritual. It reduces emotional resistance. Because what is gratitude? Gratitude is a base. Once you have proper base, you can jump, you can run. If the base is not perfect, you cannot jump. Till you are complaining, your base is not solid. The moment you stop complaining and understanding what you have, even a beggar, he has to be grateful that he is getting alms and he is getting food every day. And once that gratitude comes, you make a enter the waiting room. अरे क्यों दिख नहीं रहा इधर? और there are people entering. क्या गड़बड़ हो रहा है कुछ समझ आ रहा है? I'm sorry, admit all. रवीना जी एंड कौन है अभी? आई थिंक सौरभ जी. आई एम रियली सॉरी. ये जूम लोगों ने कुछ चेंज कर दिया है तो वो समझ नहीं आता कई बार. तो मेरे को समझ में नहीं कि एडमिट करना है. तो पहले वो आता है एडमिट करो. आई एम रियली सॉरी फॉर दैट. बट आई विल सेंड द रिकॉर्डिंग, डोंट वरी. So let's go ahead. We had talked about fear, how to go beyond fear. Then we talked about worry, how to understand worry, bring the clarity, and make your anxiety a curiosity. Because curiosity is creative, anxiety is complaining. Anxiety brings worry. So first we talked about fear, how to overpower and go beyond fear. Your fear is a fake emotion that appear real. Fake emotion appearing real, FEAR. So we understood that, then we understood about worry, and then we came to understanding our potential to bring natural optimism, hope in life. But till you don't understand your potential, you cannot be hopeful in life. Once you're hopeful, once you're optimistic, you can take action and you can become resilient in life. Resilience is taking action. Resilience is not about falling and getting up. And it's generally said. But the integrity means walk your talk. This one single line. Like resilience is get up and walk. Then really mean it. Resilience is something that give you power. And how? Where does power come from? From understanding yourself, your potential. And for all these things, you need a power of gratitude. And this is not ritual; it is a lived awareness. You are living the awareness. What you are aware about? You are aware about what you have right now. Till today, many of them were just complaining what they don't have. They are speaking of language of lack. And now they will start speaking language of abundance. So power of gratitude is something that you are living that awareness that what you have is there, not that you don't have anything. And now you can go for something better. So you are creating a platform from where you are going to jump. A platform from where you are going to fire that rocket to take your satellite to the universe. So when then you understand the power of gratitude, you will reduce your emotional resistance. Every moment you are just resisting emotionally yourself by fear, worry, stress, etc. To come out of all these things, you have to be aware in your life. Live with awareness. So this is where the gratitude comes to your help, to support you. See, today I got up. I am so grateful. One more day in my life. I saw sun rays. I'm grateful. I got a hot water. I don't take hot water bath. I take cold water bath. That's different thing. But most people want hot water. I got hot water in my tap. I'm grateful. I got food. I got breakfast. I got tea. You can be grateful for anything. And when you once you start expressing gratitude, you get that feeling of abundance from within. What is it? So once you start doing gratitude in your life, once you start understanding what is the power of gratitude, you will be more and more grateful in life. And more you will attract what you want in life. Because gratitude is where you give up complaining, where you give up worry, and you start living from what you have and go ahead. It is a base, it's a platform from where you are going to fire the rocket to take your satellite to the universe. So gratitude is very important in life. People, if you find most of people are always complaining, क्या है, मजा नहीं आ रहा है, क्या काम है, मेरा boss बेकार है, and all these things. But you will see, if you watch, you will find a person who is really very successful in the office. He never blames anybody. He rather take the responsibility. He'll not call his boss names, but he'll know how to win over him. And he'll be one of the best person of the boss. ये क्या हो रहा है सरोज जी का? So once you have that gratitude, you start liking what you do. You know, Amitabh is so lucky that he do what he like to do and he earn money. Sachin and was so lucky, but we don't understand the lots of effort, the effort that goes into it. Sachin becomes Sachin because the effort that is put in. Sachin remains Sachin because the effort is to put. Amitabh is Amitabh today also because of efforts. Of course, he like what he's doing. But I'm telling you, we are the most luckiest people. Whatever do, we can put our heart into it and start liking it. You don't need to be Amitabh or Sachin. You need to be yourself and bring that gratitude in your life. Start liking, loving your life. Love yourself. Everything will start from love. All positivity start from gratitude and love, and all negativity start from fear and worry. So you decide where you want to go. Our mind is like a land, plain land, a fertile land. If you put a corn, it will grow corn. If you put nightshade, which is poison, it will grow nightshade. Love what you do, yes, sir. So whatever you put, like mind, you put negativity, negativity grow. If you put positivity, positivity grow. So mind is like a fertile land, more powerful than land. It will give you exactly what you put into it. So you decide which way you want to go. So if you understand the gratitude, you open up your potentials, your abundance in your life. You don't need a lot of wealth. You need to understand yourself. You need to be grateful for everything, for tea, for food, anything you do. Today, if you agree with me, while taking a tea or while eating something, just put it in your mouth, be grateful and enjoy it. Close your eyes and enjoy. See the difference. That is what gratitude can do. So power of gratitude is very important to understand your fear, to go beyond the fear, to bring worry down. All these things you need gratitude first. Because hurry, worry, fear cycle. Cycle. When you hurry, you will worry, then you will fear, and again it will start. Go on. So what you need? Pause. हमको लगता है कि if we do more, we'll get more. No, my dear. If you do less, but properly, with your heart, putting your heart in it, you'll get better result. Because hurry brings worry, and that takes you to fear, and this is a cycle. So don't hurry nowadays. Start taking pause after every that is Pomodoro way. After 25 minutes, rest for only 5 minutes. Again start. So start this giving pause to yourself, observing things, not reacting but responding, keeping your mind calm for better choices. When you're calm, you can make a proper choice. So don't hurry, don't worry, go beyond the fear by having a pause, observing, and responding with calm mind and making a proper choice. So if you want to do all these things, जैसे मैंने पहले भी एक्सप्लेन किया, आप लोग 2 दिन बाद में आए हो, fear has 2 meaning, face everything and run, or face everything and क्या था? हमने पढ़ा नहीं, मैं वो मैं सुना हूँ पहले. Anyway, so start taking pause in your life. If you really want to enjoy life, pause, observe, and then respond. But even if you want to enjoy your life and you are just sitting and reading something, I have pause, observe something. When you're playing some game, pause and observe and enjoy more. When you're eating something, pause, observe, and enjoy. Because when you pause, when you observe, your mind will calm. So your response will be calm, the calm mind, and you'll make a better choice. But all these things, the best is gratitude. There's that graph made by somebody. The list number comes to, I think, guilt or something. So there's guilt, there's anger, this all the things are there, stress, and they're getting more and more marks. And then from gratitude goes up. It goes to 1,000 for love. So if you want to manifest anything in your life, you want to become something in life, you have to have love for yourself. Self-love is more important. Once you start loving her, you will never hurry. When you don't love yourself, you hurry a lot because your self-talk is very different. When you don't love, I don't know what will happen. I have to do this, I have to do that. I don't have time. No, dear. Time is always there. You have to create it. Which work to be delegated, which work to be done afterward, which has to be now. Because hurry will bring worry. A macro point. Hurry always brings worry. And this is a fear cycle. Hurry, worry, then fear. So take positive life, enjoy your life. This is only one life that you get. If you don't enjoy it, you will miss it, my dear. See, there is a lot of water. When the rain falls, a lot of rainfall, there is water logging. And then you have to walk through it. That is called wading. W-A-D-I-N-G. But when you go to swimming pool, you swim in it. Wading is not enjoyable, but swimming you enjoy. So today you decide, are you living or wading through? Are you living your life by swimming or are you wading through the water? Both way you are living. But in one place, you are dead today and your dead body is walking. In another place, you are totally alive and aware and enjoying the life. So decide what you want. you really want that, I'm telling you, join my free community. It is free. Then if you want, you can go ahead. But at least join the free community and be in touch with like-minded people. And you will enjoy every day. Because when like-minded people come together, it's a community. There is always a culture in that. And we imbibe that culture. So this is a community I made in which you will imbibe this, how to go beyond fear, how to bring clarity for the worry, how to be resilient, how to be optimistic, how to take action, you know, how to pause and work. All these things will come one by one. So I'm telling you, just join my free web community. There's nothing you have to pay. And there will be webinars and all these things in that. Because once you start doing something consistently, you transform. If the consistency breaks, that change will drop. The change has to be converted to transformation just by being consistent in life. And life begins to shift. If you do this, life begins to shift. Fear will soften. डर लगेगा पर वो हल्का हो जाएगा. Now you have the capability to see that fear, to understand the fear, and overpower the fear. So life begins to shift. Fear softens. Clarity rises. Now you won't be worried because now there will be clarity. You will look at the worry. You will go to root of the worry. You will go to root of the fear and find where it is coming from. And then you know where to work on, what to work on. So without understanding that, you were just moving your sword in the air. But now you know where you have to put that sword, what to cut. So clarity will rise and life becomes lighter and meaningful. Why lighter and meaningful? Because once you go beyond fear and clarity comes in your life, you feel very light. But till today, there was not a weight on your body, but that something within you was pulling you down. You were feeling heavy. But now what will happen? You will start feeling light. Your walk will be like, you are just going through something, enjoying it. Till today, many of them were walking, but with a heavy heart. That walk was not enjoyable. But now, with life becoming lighter, you will enjoy every walk, every step. And life will become meaning. You see, life has got meaning. I'll tell you how. Life is only about meaning making. If I see number 9, I will say 9. If you see from that side, you will say 6. Then there is a story of elephant. Some said it's a rope, some said it's a pillar, some said it's a snake. Because what to touch? 6 blind people, but touching the elephant at a different place. Somebody touched the tail, somebody touched the leg, somebody touched the trunk. So the perspective matters. It is not about truth. There is no truth in life. There always perspective. You are always watching things through your perspective. You are understanding things through your perspective. Yes, only perspective. Yes, sir. Only from that comes the negative and positive. You depend upon what perception you take, how you look at it. If you look at a whiteboard and say, "Great, what a white," but there is a small dot. Most of the people will see that black dot on that whiteboard. That is perspective. And people like me or you will see full white, a dot. Okay, it's okay. The board is white. I can write on it. I can write on it. But the people who are always complaining, will say that black dot, oh, there's a black dot. This board is not useful. They forget that it's totally white except one dot. So this is the difference. How you think, what is your perspective in life? That makes a lot of difference. So fear will soften down. You will be able to overpower the fear. You will be able to do away with worry, with clarity rising. And then understanding your potential, you will become resilient and you will take action. and you will become a person who is always optimistic. It is not that you will not fall down. It's not that you won't break your leg, but now you will be optimistic. Even where truth be getting, oh, don't worry. There are doctors. I will become best again. I will become better again. And there are other person when the legs break. Oh my God! Now I will not be able to walk for life. But here I am, specially able person. I walk with the crutches, but I walk. I walk like a lion. So this was my story. Also, I have said before. I have said it. When you see the recording, you will find out. This was my story. That even though I am specially able, I have that gratitude in my life. I brought gratitude in my life. I started being grateful for everything that I have, rather than complaining. Now I don't complain. I cannot run. I say I am better than others. I run with my mind. I have played every games. I have done skydiving. Why? Because fear is something that is always aloof from me. And I'm clear 100%. So worry doesn't disturb me. And that is why I become very optimistic. I'm very hopeful. And hope is something that never dies. Hope means being optimistic. Hope is something that never dies. Most of people are afraid of dying, but they don't understand. You are afraid because you don't know what is going to happen after you are dead. Once you are dead, what is going to happen, you don't know. Maybe you are going to go to a better place. You don't know. Why worry about that? Live life now. Live your life completely, like Kirasar. As they are not. Yes. Kirasar is always smiling. So you have to live life like that. कुछ होने वाला नहीं है. जिंदगी ऐसे ही गुजर जाएगी. इतने साल गुजरे और भी गुजर जाएंगी. And one day will be no more, but हमारी यादें रह जाएगी. So live life so beautiful that whenever people think about you, they think of the beautiful thoughts about you. यही मजा है लाइफ का. So it's a closing insight. You don't need fixing. आपको कुछ फिक्स नहीं करना है. आप कोई इंस्ट्रूमेंट नहीं को आपको फिक्स करना है कुछ. You just need understanding. And understanding comes from within. So master the resilience and emotional freedom. I'm telling you, all this law of attraction, all these things, affirmation will not work, my dear. They will not work till you are not emotionally free. How much of affirmation you do, how much visualization do, but that fear or worry component come within that. In that, everything is disturbed. The smallest worry also will disturb everything. You can attract something in your life only by being resilient. Not worry. Yes, it won't work. So I teach resilience. Why I teach resilience? Because resilience I have taken it in a very different way. Next webinar I will do will be on resilience. My next webinar will be on resilience. Resilience, as you have understood, is not same. It is not about falling and getting up. It is much more than that. And that come only after emotional freedom. Once you have overpowered the fear, you have brought a clarity for the worry, and you have brought curiosity in life. Then only you can understand your potential and you can work on your potential. You can take action, and that is what is resilience. So resilience is a very different thing than understanding in common language. I will explain you what is resilience, and resilience is the main thing that will transform you. Not affirmation, not visualization. Till you are not resilient properly and not emotionally free, nothing works. Therefore, people say we failed. We did so much effort, and then nothing happened. Yes, nothing will happen because you are saying the word nothing happened. You have to be in a belief on yourself at such a level that nothing can disturb you. You should not leave a smallest chance to fail. Work as if you are never going to fail. Work as if you are never going to fail. Now I'm telling you, we all are sum total of our thoughts. So what we talk to ourselves, see, you talk with others, you talk with yourself, you think everything is self-talk. So what you talk with yourself or with others and about you, that is what you are attracted. And therefore I said, resilience and emotional freedom is main thing. And for both of these things, I need gratitude base. I need base of gratitude. From there, you can take big jumps, in life. Once gratitude is there, you can do much more. Once you have that gratitude base, you can jump from that because even the satellite which we want to put in the universe, we need rocket, and rocket need a good base to fire. So everything in life you see is happening automatically. Plants come out, all the animals except human beings, they don't do anything. They just live the life. But we are given the brain, and that brain makes us think different things, make strategy and all these things. And that is where we fail. Instead of doing all the strategy, be calm, be hopeful, and take action with a pure heart and see the difference. Instead of complaining about somebody else, find out one thing in them. Never ever praise somebody with a wrong this thing. Living or surviving, yes, your choice. So never ever praise somebody for the wrong things. If somebody is dark, don't say you are looking so handsome. He's dark, but he might have something in him, some quality in him, which you have to recognize and praise that. When you see everybody, you, me, everybody, we need praise to inspire ourselves. See, motivational speech is different. Inspiring is something that comes from within. So inspiration happens when your near and dear ones praise you for the right thing. You feel better because whatever we do in life, we do for our near and dear ones. And when we don't get that praise or love, because when you praise, see to love. If you want to love God, what do you do? आप नाम जप करते हो. Why do that? Because you praise the God. So love will come only after you start praising somebody. If your boss has got many qualities which you don't like, but there are some qualities you like, you talk with that quality to yourself, to others, and to the boss also. Hunger of praise, yes, sir. Everybody wants praise. But one thing is there. Actually, if you ask, who am I? मैं कौन हूं? I'm not Harish. I'm not a coach. I'm not a father. I'm not this. They say that we have got 5 indriyas: eye, ear, nose for smell, and taste, and touch. Right? From that, we absorb what is outside. If it is hot outside, we feel hot. Why? Because of our skin, our touch capacity, capability to feel that. We taste something and feel good because we have that capability. So what is that capability? Where does this come from? You have to understand you are that. That consciousness is what you are. Once you understand consciousness, you will not need praise also. But that is very high level. You have to reach. Because once you understand that you are consciousness, you go to different plane. Then doesn't matter somebody praise or don't praise. You become Buddha. बुद्धा को गाली भी तो वो लेते थे, प्रेज दो तो भी लेते थे, सेम भाव से. He will never show any difference on your face, you never see anything on his face. You may give him bad words, you may give him lot of praise. He will be calm. So to become Buddha is a very big thing. Anyway, let's be a good human being. Let's be a good human being. Let's bring that resilience out. So that's it for me today. So these are three secrets I wanted to share, because fear and worry, these two things can create a lot of stress and frustration and depression also. So we have to cut them at the bud. Start being aware of your fear, where it comes from, overpower the fear, and bring the clarity in your life, and overpower the worry. Once these two things are done, all other, but how will you do it? By being grateful in life, by bringing, by looking at everything that you have. Don't look at what you don't have. Try to find out what you have. एक मतलब एक गरीब आदमी ना भिखारी है, he should be grateful that at least he get food and every day. So gratitude is something that you have to be grateful for every blessing, even a cup of tea. Once you do that, your emotional stress will come down automatically. And when emotional stress come down and you become emotionally free, resilience will rise. Your potential will come out. You will start again. I know it's not so easy, but you can work on it consistently, persistently. When and for that you need to have purpose. I'm sorry. Once you have purpose, you are focused. You don't have purpose, you are not focused. Your potential is here and there. It's not at a perfect place. If you want to have some good result, you have to be focused. So for that you need purpose also. So anyway, today I will talk about these three things: fear, worry,
Right.
and then optimism. Once these two are in control, you will become optimistic person, you will become hopeful person, and you can do wonders in your life. Life will become beautiful. But I still tell you, join my community, free community. It's absolutely free. Please join it, and I will send some. बहुत सारे मैं करता हूँ. I make YouTubes, I make Insta, I put something on LinkedIn. मैं करते रहता हूँ every 2 days. तो वो भी मिलेगा आपको. All the content will be shared. So it will be consistently in touch with this thing. और खीरे साहब आपको खास करना चाहिए. यू आर सच अ नाइस पर्सन. आपको खुश रहना लाइफ पर बस. कुछ भी होते ना दुनिया में बहुत सारी तकलीफें आएगी. वो तकलीफ नहीं है जब तक उसको मानते नहीं हो.
All it is because
आपने
of
मान लिया तो वो तकलीफ बन गई. आपने ठान लिया तो वो अपॉर्चुनिटी बन गई.
yes.
इधर मान लो या ठान लो. आप नक्की करो. ओके. So any question, anything somebody want to ask? Any realization you got?
How to remember every time?
How to remember?
Every time. Well, for 1 hour it will be okay, but throughout the day, very difficult to remember, no? Throughout the day,
हाँ.
how to be happy? That is important.
By being happy. How you become happy? By being happy. By not worrying. That's all. देखिए खिले सर, थ्रू आउट द डे कोई कुछ बोला, आप शांत बगल रखोगे ना, इफ यू बिकम काम एंड यू बिकम सी. आई टेल यू वन थिंग. मेरे घर पे बच्चे हैं. मेरा लड़का कभी चिल्लाता है, आता है गुस्सा के लिए, बट देन आई एम सो ग्रेटफुल दैट एटलीस्ट आई हैव अ चाइल्ड. यार
Yes.
कोई गुस्सा करना तो है. मैंने बिजनेस में लॉस किया सर, भयंकर लॉस किया, बट आई वाज ग्रेटफुल दैट आई हैड दैट कैपेबिलिटी टू डू बिजनेस. उसके लॉस हुआ ना, एंड आई एम कमिंग अप बिकॉज आई हैव दैट कैपेबिलिटी, बिकॉज आई लर्न समथिंग व्हेन आई फेल्ड. तो एवरीथिंग इज अपॉर्चुनिटी. खुशी ढूंढना नहीं है, खुश होना है.
खुश रहना है.
मैं रियली बोलता हूँ, खुश होना है बस, फॉर नो रीजन. You don't have to be, you don't have to have a reason to be happy. Happiness is something. See, what is joy and happiness? आप रील देखोगे, you are happy, and happiness goes away. आप पिक्चर देखोगे, आप गाना सुनोगे, but happiness is something that comes from within. जब आप fear और worry को आप control कर लोगे ना, happiness will be natural thing. And that is what I call resilience. This is resilience. That is actual resilience coming from within. जो आपकी ताकत में बाहर आ रही है, and then you can be happy. क्या चिंता करने का? आखिर सर आपकी उम्र क्या हो गई? मैं भी 62 हो गया. क्या चिंता करेंगे? अब जो इतना मिला बोनस है बस. और कुछ छोड़ के जाएंगे. जाते जाते कुछ दुनिया को दे के जाएंगे बस.
Yes.
ओके सर.
Okay, thank you. I have learned a lot of from you.
नहीं. I love to see you, sir. I love to see you. You are always so happy and so happy-go-lucky person, Babri. I've seen very rare people. Thank you, everybody. Any question, my dear? Any question?
Definitely, I am a member of your community without
Thank you,
saying.
sir. Thank you. Yes.
Yeah.
हाँ रजनीश जी, रवीना जी, कुछ पूछना है? Can we close? Okay. चलो,
नो
thank
वेरी
you. हाँ
गुड
हाँ
क्लैरिटी. अच्छा था, अच्छा क्लैरिटी था, मजा आ गया.
बस. Even see, Sandeep, I am also developing. मेरे को बहुत कुछ आता है दिमाग में, पर बोलना भी सीखना पड़ता है ना. So I am learning to speak now. I have so many things in my mind. मैं लिखता हूँ, पर बोल के बताना is very different. So today I gave some story out of this is how you can explain somebody. So even I am learning. ऐसा नहीं कि मैं सब हो गया हूँ, but every day is learning something. We have to learn every day.
Yes.
Don't
Yes.
quit learning. बस life में. Okay, thank you.